Hello and welcome back to Airline Tycoon Deluxe, and apparently here we are at a Friday afternoon, or rather morning here at 11 a.m. And apparently this is where we left off last time, so let's check here a little bit on how we are doing. So actually making a bit of a loss here on this route, and I do believe that it's maybe due to all sabotages we have had against us pretty much, but this flight Johannesburg-London is definitely making a good profit. And yeah, now I remember why we left off here. It was because we just brought back the London-Moscow route, which we lost in the first episode or second episode. So starting to get that in again, so that will be very nice and something that we will build on here in this episode. And what we will try to do is, of course, bringing in another airplane to combat that. And also, do we have the gate here, or is that for tomorrow? So definitely not for today, at least. So should I get the extension now? It's 1 million. I don't think so. I don't really have any flights. I don't remember if I put it in or not. I guess we will see it here.
Good morning. It's not out of...
So we'll just skip it. We are ahead of everyone else at the moment, but that could easily change. Let's see here, yeah. So we gotta keep an eye on the gate here, because we did put that in before we ended last episode. So gotta remember to make sure to check that out all the time. We really need that gate. Can't afford to, let one of our opponents get that in. So we'll just pretty much fast forward here throughout the day, I guess. We'll just check out here that the flights are in the correct place, and this will not really be a problem. Once the new gate is in, so we don't need to worry about that anything. So that's good, and these are already starting to make a small profit, and we will get in with another plane there as soon as possible. And we are almost making 600. Well, we are making over 600k per flight on the Johannesburg-London flights, and we are not going to lower the prices, which that suggested. What we should do though is move up our London-Moscow flights, our price, to first class. So Potsdam and Bitfield. Yeah, Bitfield is going to need some renovation, so I guess I shouldn't really do that for the Moscow-London flights. So we'll put it back here on standard price. We really need to slow down the speed here a little bit, I guess. So we are winning that gate, and there was statistics which we haven't really pressed before. So let's actually check that out a little bit. So after 29 days, we are 31 million up on the routes. Our opponent here is actually up 40 million on routes. Sunshine Airlines, so they are winning that by far, pretty much actually, and also having far less burn in fuel. Maintenance though, it's much better for us for some reason. Salaries is the lowest of everyone, and miscellaneous is also for the lowest. So you can take things out, I guess. So if we take out the kerosene, we are leading. All right, and you can see some graphs and things as well, apparently. So I guess we'll just stay in here until the end of the day, just to make sure that we do get this gate. And there we have the end of the day, so that's great. And our image is up to 9%, so it's hell of a lot better than all the rest of our opponents. So that's pretty nice. We will not follow Sunshine Airlines, we don't need to do that. No free gate. Well, we have gate 5. Why the heck is that not the case? So, well, now we have a free gate. Yeah, now it have ticked in, so that's good. Then we could, well, we will start upgrading Bitterfield. We will start looking for our next plane as soon as possible, but yeah, we're not really going to get better in that department in any way yet. And as you saw there, Sunshine Airlines entering one of the secret rooms in the airport. We will look into that sooner or later, probably later though. And we're still only at 5% of the capacity, therefore Moscow, London. So we need a decent plane for that, really. So we are going to add in a flight here next up. There we have a sabotage against Sunshine Airlines with their office getting destroyed. So let's see here, Bitfield, we need to do that as well. And then we'll do up the prices for Moscow, London. And London, Moscow, like that. And finally we have the flight schedule here, not seeming to jump around anything. Here we have it a little bit for Johannesburg, London though. That's all right. Still making 600k per flight, and that is very, well, easy money really, truth be told. So let's skip forward here so we can make the money up to buy an airplane, a new airplane that will do us good. That is basically the gist of it at the moment. So we will skip forward here a couple of days just to build money. So image up now to 10%. Well, we have our opponents fighting versus each other, and that is totally fine. We don't need to care or think about that. And we are starting to make around 40k per flight now on the Moscow-London flight, so that's good. What's not so good is this messed up flight schedule, but we'll try to get that in. And this is one of the shortcomings in the game, probably the biggest one, that this doesn't stick or something. I don't understand why, but it just doesn't. So you like see here, it changes and gets stacked when it shouldn't, but it's all right. But it's a bit frustrating really when you have more and more planes. Truth be told. So let's see here. Yeah, we are a little bit high on the tickets, definitely. We could have a pretty good image at 12% for the Johannesburg route and 8% for the Moscow route. So pretty decent, not great, but it's all right. And continue here for a bit. And yeah, we'll just run it here for a bit. I guess we will start to be looking pretty much now, maybe on Friday, yeah, on a new plane. How much that will cost? I think we probably need around 10 million, which we don't have at the moment. So that's why I'm pretty much skipping the days. Sorry for that. If you heard that, pretty much smashing into my desk with my chair, actually. Not the smartest move in the book, but hopefully you didn't hear that too much and miss the thrilling gameplay of me moving flights around. Well, starting to do even more profit here on the Bitterfield with 50k per flight or so, so that's good. And yeah, let's check out what flights we can get here, or planes we can get here to get in together with Bitterfield. So can't go there yet. It opens 11 AM. So while we are waiting for 11 AM, remember to smash that like button if you are enjoying the show. Also, if you haven't done so yet and want to be sure that you're not missing out on any of the great content, hopefully, that we put out here on RawSlowGaming, do remember to hit that subscribe button, and you can hit that small notification bell as well to be 100% sure to not miss out. And with that said, let's check out the museum shop, which sells second-hand planes extremely cheaply. So this is all pretty worthless planes to me. The 747, sure, it's kind of fun maybe, and takes a lot of people, but yeah, I don't like the consumption. So the cost on fuel is going to be crazy, so we'll pretty much skip past here for a couple of days, since the museum is closed for the weekend. At least I think it is. And I guess this is the first thing we will check out here on Saturday. How long we can skip? Yeah, Monday to Friday. So we will skip to Monday and fix our schedule.
Good morning.
And we are up to 8 million. So we're starting to have a pretty decent bankroll or account or whatever you want to call it to get in a second plane, or third plane rather. I could run a 747 on this run, London to Moscow, but if you know anything about the routes and things, it's not really profitable. You need it to be a really long route with such a big plane. Also, no matter what, it's always better than if it's pretty economical, and the flights or the planes that they were offering there just isn't economical in any way whatsoever. So let's see here. 16 million or 16, not 16 million. I don't know where I got 16 million from, but anyway, doesn't matter. I think we are sort of catching up with Sunshine Airways here in the net results and everything. Basically, the routes, I think we are catching up slightly. So, can I take out a loan? Have I taken out a loan? I don't know, but I guess we will check here. How are our share? we're up to 85, so I have pretty good value here. And yeah, definitely would try to buy Sunshine Airlines here if we could. The stock at least. Yeah, we're not really going to do anything there. Okay, we were supposed to look at a possible loan. Alright, we don't have a loan to pay back, and she's nicely says that we don't, so that's good. So we can loan 4.1 million, that means we have around 12 million, a little bit over that to play with. So we'll see here, what do we got here? So yeah, we have like, this one is pretty crazy, but it could be viable actually for doing the Moscow route. This one could also be viable. None of them fits the bill perfectly though, so we will skip here and see what we get in this day. So we'll skip ahead or do again full speed ahead. We will check out the bank if we can take out a bigger loan today. So let's see here, yeah, 4.6 pretty much, and we are at 9.2, so around 13.5 million. So today we could afford the domestic 747 if that is something we want to buy. I'm doubtful, but let's see here. It's still there. So what more do we have for us? So 2 Tupolevs, 154s. So we are going to need long range flights or planes for the rest of the lines. We could go with the big one here, just to go in with crazy capacity on it. I don't think it will be super profitable though. That's why I'm having a hard time with it, and fitting the plane with all the top specs of accommodation, well, the seats and everything. I don't really want to do that. I do want to get in a plane here this episode though, and we have sabotage against us here. And we'll see here, yeah, Sunshine Airlines of course, and we can't check out anything here today in our office, which is troublesome of course. Oh, some glowing coal. I've never really noticed that before actually when playing the game, that you get that when they destroy your office. So 5 million I can loan today, so around 15 million is possible for us to buy planes for. So do we have anything good? Well, we have a opponent that's there, and apparently he took something, probably what we wanted. Yeah, unfortunately so. Damn it. Alright, I guess we will be early here, and we have sabotage against us again. So we will be standing earlier to the museum, I guess, since we did get shunted out, or what you should say or call it. Just bad timing, I guess. So there we go. How are we doing now? We're almost up to, well, 60 to 80k per run for Pitfield. It's really nice, so don't really want to lose that, but things are starting to look like we will lose that again, unfortunately. Alright. Let's see if we can get this right. There we go. So, let's take out the loan here for maximum cash, and then maybe we can even buy 2 planes and end off this episode. Not that I want to end it off as such, but still, yeah, we'll take out the loan, 5.8 million. Yeah, that's totally fine. Actually, do we need to check anything there? No, I don't think so. What do we do or need to do? Well, we need to be here at the correct time slot. Well, time slot. Sorry for that. Getting something in my throat, pretty much. So there we go. Let's hear them. Now we're starting to talk, actually. Oh, now this is hard. So this plane is pretty darn cheap to run, but it's so small. But this is, yeah, it's for the whole plane, of course. It's definitely going to take this one. So we need 3 crew and 5 attendants. Yeah, 3 crew and 5 attendants. We'll take it. We'll run over to the repair guy. All the way over here. And we'll get the plane up to perfect condition. So target 100%. Oh Jesus, 60 million. Oh well. Yeah, that's the target. So that's going to cost us a ton of money. And the office then, 3 crew and 5 attendants. And that is pilots. 3. Oh, and this is so expensive overall. But we'll take the last 2, and then we'll have this Team Pueblo as well. We had 5 for attendance, so we actually sort of need 10. So we'll take everyone here that is not worthless or was worthlessly overpaid, like that guy. And Charlie as well. Lisa, yeah. No, don't really like you, and not you either. So very talented, yeah. And there we go. Do we have enough for... Yeah, we have enough for Vinterkarten. And let's see here, London, Moscow. We'll just add in all the flights here. There we go, I guess. Sort of, but sort of not. Here we go. This is this should work better when you have like this perfect time slots. I do believe it works better, at least if I remember correctly. Can't be 100% sure though. Let's see here. So our first flight that has no free gate. So sort of need a second free, well, another gate. So we'll up everything here. And we'll up it to 10. And we'll call it a day here. Planes, of course, have dropped a lot here. So let's see here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So London, Johannesburg. There we go. Profit 600 and almost 800k. That's really nice. Now, how are we doing now? 6% image, 23%, plane 60 and 11%. So Bitfield, you are all right. Actually, all correct. 63 and that. 42k, 58k. Yeah, you are doing a profit there. That's good. And London, Moscow. Moscow, London, and London, Moscow. No. No. There we go. So I guess it's time to ask for another extension of gates, but that is something we'll do in the next episode. As of right now, you can watch this flight overview, like Flight Planner 24, only 20 years ago, and not very much online, but nonetheless, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on the channel. Bye bye. You have been watching RawSlowGaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.